Okay, take 3. Will it work this time without crashing? Who knows? It's very difficult to say. Hello everyone, welcome back. We're up here at Monk's Rest Chapel, or what's left of it anyway, and not back down where we were in the last video for the simple reason that the last 3 times I tried to record this, the game crashed every time I tried to make it back up this hill. So, I've skipped the hill entirely, and it seems to be okay for now. So anyway, it's a new day. It's still kind of foggy, but not so much as it was before, I guess. And we're going to go off and we're going to find this Morrowind border checkpoint. And I already know where it is, because the last 2 times I tried to record this, I actually managed to get there. But unfortunately, the recording software I was using decided, oh, no, yeah, okay, we're going to record the game, alright. But we're not actually going to record the voice and put that into the AVI file at the end. So you're gonna have basically a bunch of useless footage with no commentary. And I could have fixed it, I suppose, with some post commentary, but I don't like doing post commentary. I like doing it live. Fuck it, etc. Also, we need to recharge this. Where's that spell? Where's the spell? Oh, minor recharge. There we are. Because this thing is out of charge completely. Lest I forget. Anyway, we need to go this way. There's a little tower over here, actually. And there should be a few little bits inside and some flax outside as well. Which I had actually forgotten about. This is just a little extension, I believe, of the Monk's Rest Chapel villagey thing, which we found burned to the ground. There's not much up here. There's a silver mace, a whole crap ton of beer, some chests with basically nothing in them that's worth anything, and a few bits of worn Legion armor, because presumably this was a Legion outpost of some point before it got trashed. But anyway, there's nothing really to see here, but it's just kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, there's some blood on the floor, some more weapons and more armor, none of which is excuse me. None of which is useful to us, of course. And it's raining, so why are we not wearing the hood? Anyway. Out of my way, dear. Out of my way. What? Well, look out, people. We got a badass over here. He clearly was not phased. Oh, yeah. I remember this. We have 2 dead horses, accompanied by 2 dead riders who, for whatever reason, felt it necessary to strip off all their clothes before they died, as you can see here. And their only possessions of any value were this small, slightly odd selection of bowls. It's a mystery, frankly. I don't know. Why are none of the deer running away from this? It's a bit odd, but anyway. Oh, there's another dead traveller. There's 3 of them now, apparently. Also, as to why the horses are not decomposed, whereas the bodies are, no idea. What the hell? Oh, it's another one of you lot. Piss off. I said piss off. Go away. Go away. Yeah, it's more like it. You can get lost as well. Nothing useful. Typical. Anyway. I'm going to drop a quick save here. I'm back to using my shitty ass keyboard again, because I think my wireless one's completely conked out for good. So I'm going to have to buy a new one, unfortunately. But that's the way of things, and that's just the way it goes with hardware like that. Always breaks down when you least want it to. Right, yes, this way I think is where we need to go. Isn't it? Yeah. Across this here bridge. Should be like a farm around here somewhere. The way to the checkpoint is a little bit difficult to spot, but yeah, you need to go this way, past this farm, which is slowing my frame rate to a crawl right now because of all the crops that are being rendered at once, which is a bit mental. You can tell it's modded. And as a result of it being modded, there's no interesting dialogue for the NPCs here, so there's literally no point stopping it whatsoever. Unfortunately, to talk to any of them. That's not even an inn. It looks like an inn, but it's not one. Some damage to my life force is healed. Very nice. Very good. Also, worthy of note, interesting as well, is that we are technically now in Morrowind. We are just past the border. For what that's worth. So everything we see here pretty much is modded. Pretty much everything. Probably why my frame rate's a bit slow at the minute. It's the downside to unique landscapes, isn't it, really? Your takes a bit of a toll on your old hardware. But it's totally worth it in my opinion. It's also due to the fact that I am like recording a video at the same time, you know, so the bit rate for which I probably should have set a bit higher. I was looking back at the King's Bounty video we did for the junk drawer, and it's a little bit fuzzy in places where I would like it to not be fuzzy. Since I've started working with 1080p quality video now, which is actually not that difficult to do at all, especially with Bandicam. For whatever reason, I was always working 720p earlier, and while the bitrate remained the same, so it didn't actually make much of a difference to, you know, my performance while recording. The actual video resolution was in 1280 by 720, and it looked like arse when you full screened it on a large monitor like this. So I thought things had to change. Mind you, it did take a bit of a toll on the upload time. The King's Bounty video, for anyone that's actually vaguely interested, actually took me 10 hours to upload. I kid you not, 10 fucking hours. But that was, the toll of it was lessened somewhat by the fact that I was able to leave it uploading overnight. Anyway, so this is the border checkpoint we're in here. It consists of a few houses, statue, and a fort that's actually occupied and being used as a fort, interestingly enough. And we have a few NPCs here who do, in fact, have unique dialogue, which is interesting. Anyway, apologies if I seem to be rushing through this a little bit. What the devil? I don't even know. How's it going, dude?
11 of the morning watch and all's well. Good day, sir.
Oh man, that's one for the highlight reel. Yeah, you wanna you know what, should I delete some of these barrels for you? Would that help? Might help a bit, I think. Oh, modded content, don't I just love you. There we go. Oh dear, pathfinding issues as well. Probably how you got there in the first place, mind you, innit? Look, just hold your horses, mate. Stop walking into all the scenery. There, look, I left you... There, off you go. Go on, then. We'll just say we I don't know what the... This didn't happen as far as the RP is concerned. Now they did that. Clearly the mod's pathfinding is a little bit skew-if. But anyway, as I was saying, there's a little bit of dialogue for these guys, which is interesting, because that's not particularly normal for a lot of these unique landscape bits. But sadly it's not voice acted, but it's there, nonetheless, which is helpful.
11 of the morning watch and all's well. Good day, sir.
Anyway, yeah, I was just saying, apologies for if I'm rushing through this a little bit fast at the minute. It's just I've done this twice already, and I just want to get it out the way. So, anyway, what could you tell me about the border checkpoint? It's the only military post for a long way around, now that we've lost our position down in the Monastery, which is what we passed earlier. But there's nothing we can do about that. We have to keep manning this checkpoint. The bandits won't get this far anyway. They're never well organised enough to pose any serious threat to a proper military installation like this. We've had to shut down our processing of immigrants here too due to the Oblivion crisis. Orders came all the way from Okato himself. It's good luck that not many people go stranded here as well. Otherwise they might decide to riot or something like that. When I first read that, I was a bit confused about him mentioning the Oblivion crisis and stuff like that. I was a bit like, sort of, why couldn't you just put a, you know, a script thing in there to make it so he doesn't say that if the Oblivion crisis hasn't yet occurred or whatever. Yeah, if the main quest hasn't been started yet. You know, it's not that hard, you know, I can code dialogue in this game. If I can do it, anyone can, quite frankly. But then again, chronologically speaking, even though Idris is not aware of this fact, Kvatch has already been burned to the ground at this point by the Daedra, so I guess there is a crisis of sorts already in motion. It's just that this guy here happens to know more than Idris does, you know, about it. News to us that there's an Oblivion crisis going on, I suppose. Maybe Idris is a little bit concerned to hear about it, but we have other matters to attend to. What can you tell me about the Eastern Peaks? I think is the region we're in at the minute, by the way. So what can you tell me about the region? It's mostly just wilderness, dangerous wilderness for that matter. There's a lot of old ruins and stuff like that around, though. Ask Jan Murgo if you want to know some more. He's an old scholar and should be able to fill you in fairly well. Thank you for that.
Farewell, citizen.
Jan Murgo is where we shall go. Well, to whom we shall go. Anyway, there's a little bit more dialogue with these guys here, but it's nothing that interesting. It's basically just the same dialogue topics we just asked. Now, really, so... the Crossing Inn. I think he's in here.
Fresh game.
Black lost his marbles. Oh, okay. Let's talk to you.
Go ahead, please.
Good for you. No dialogue for us today, apparently. Blackpool. Here he is.
Yes?
What can you tell me about this border checkpoint, then? It's a nice enough place, I suppose. Well, secure enough, anyway. I moved here because it would be a nice spot to do some work. I'm an archaeologist, you see. I write books too. I didn't want to retire to do nothing, so I chose a place like this where I could keep on working. Only I enjoy it, though, of course. Here, I have a copy of one of my texts. You may find it useful while you're exploring. So, what about the region, then? I can tell you a lot about the region. It depends. What do you want to know about? What would Idris ask about first? Ruins? Duh. There's no shortage of ruins in the area. You see, it's always been useful in the short term for armies to build structures in the area. As soon as the wars end, though, there's not much point to manning the fortifications, so they move out. Lots of Ayleid ruins too, though they were abandoned for different reasons. You can find the Forbidden Monastery to the north, though I wouldn't recommend hanging around at night. Memorial Fort and some of the other ruins are also not far to the north, though there's some work going on at the Memorial Fort and they don't like visitors. There's a few Ayleid bits and pieces on the mountain to the north, though most of their remains are down in the valley above Lake Canalus. There's even an Ayleid ruin that has been half covered in lava, quite interesting to look at in any case. Here, I'll mark them all on your map for you. Good luck finding them. Thank you for that. Can you tell me about the settlements nearby then? Well, there obviously is this place, and then there's the mine north from here. There's also a farm in between here and there, which I think we might have already passed. Over the other side of the scar, there is Witchtown, though they don't count on a friendly greeting if you go to visit. There's also Lake Town down at Lake Canalus, a nice place to stop for some fresh fish anyway. I'll mark them all on your map for you. There you go, and be careful travelling out there. And what about the landforms? There should be landmarks, I think, really. There's the scar. It starts off as a massive gorge, and it works its way down the valley until it eventually ends up in Lake Canalus. The mountains on either side of the valley are both quite interesting as well. The one to the north is covered in huge cliffs. The mountain to the south is a dormant volcano covered in old lava flows. There's plenty of rock formations down here in the valley as well. Or if you head a bit further west, you'll hit Lake Canalus. It's quite a beautiful place with the cliff walls and ancient ruins. Oh, well, thank you for that. I believe he's marked it all on a map. Yes, it's all here. Cool.
Take care.
Well,
So long.
You too.
Well, you know what? We'll buy him a drink. Why not? He's been very helpful.
What can I do for you? Can I interest you in some of my wares?
Apparently he's out of drink. Never mind.
Goodbye.
Do we have any honours that I could give him? Nope, just potions. Oh well, never mind. I would buy him a drink, but apparently we can't. Even though there's cheap wine and mead lying around all over the place here. I guess this is all bought and paid for already. Never mind. might as well sit down here anyway and, I don't know, have some lunch or something. Bread, carrot, an apple, I guess. Let's not eat the bog beacons. I almost mistook that for the cheese. Right, okay, anyway. So, nom 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 nom. Again, we don't have anything to drink, so forget about that.
Hey.
Hail to you, too. So, let's get out some of our alchemy equipment for now. See if we can do anything that I've, you know, missed. Ah, yes, there's loads we can do. Well, we still have 155 flax seeds. That's those. We might as well use some of this flax for shields, I suppose. I guess. Ooh, oh my god. Right, sacred lotus seeds and flax seeds. I need to remember. They make amazing, epic feather potions. 115 points for 389 seconds on self. That's awesome. Damn. Very useful. I wonder if they've got a smith around here. I desperately, desperately need to repair this, you know, this dagger of mine.
What can I do for you?
This guy buying
Only quality
stuff,
goods for sale.
Oh,
here. What can I interest you in?
He might, but he's only got 50 gold, so there's literally no point selling anything to this guy. Oh well.
Goodbye.
Well, let's just sit down again for a minute and have a look at our map. So, we are here, somewhere just over the border into Morrowind, technically speaking, I believe. There's no extra borders done down here, so we're either there or we're in Black Marsh. I can't quite tell. Somewhere in between, maybe. Anyway, so we are here at the border checkpoint. We've got Memorial Fort, like you mentioned. South Vallis Mining Industry, so that's the mine. We've got Witch Town, which sounds like a very intriguing place. However, it's just far too out of our way. It really is. It's getting a bit silly now. We should have been at Leyawiin by now, but because we've been messing around. Like, look how far we've come, seriously. I remember crossing the Silverfish River earlier, where they had those bandits at that bridge. Doesn't seem that long ago either, but look, just... we're in the middle of freaking nowhere here, and nowhere is not where we want to be exactly right now, considering we still have a lengthy journey to Leyawiin, really. So, Memorial Fort, nah, again, I think it's just a bit too far out of our way. We may come back here at some point, in fact I probably will, just because this area seems kind of really kind of interesting to explore actually. But what we will do is we'll go south. What I think we'll do is we'll hit Vol's Vulcans, which I think is the Ayleid ruin covered in lava at the dormant volcano, which the guy mentioned, which I simply cannot pass up. That sounds awesome. So what I think we'll go from here, we'll go to Vol's Vulcans, and then I think what we might do is cut across to Lake Town here, Canulus Lake Town. Maybe we can get a bed there to rest or something, and then we'll go south-ish, across the Panther River, through the Nibonay Valley, into County Leyawiin, and then to Leyawiin Harbour, eventually. We'll probably end up in the Blackwood halfway there, which is not so good, because the Blackwood's full of pretty nasty enemies and things, as I recall from the last couple of times I played this. But that's the plan, I think. Boink, boink, followed by boink all the way down there. So, I'm sure it won't go exactly according to plan, because nothing ever seems to with Idris, really, does it? But for now, we've eaten and sat down for a bit. Let's go see if there's some sort of smith around here or something. Black Paul's house, Hannet's house. What's this? Is this the thing we can go into, or is it just a random? It's a random tower, isn't it? Yep. Thought so. Go back through the fort. Oh, lovely weather, this, isn't it? Lovely, lovely. Is there anything around there? Probably not. Let's go back through the fort. See if there's anything here.
You have my ears.
What's all this? It's just blank parchment, isn't it, really? Who are you?
How goes it? What do you want?
What do you think my opinion is going to be? Stuck in this backwater as the Oblivion crisis goes on? They're not even going to process my papers until it's over, so until then my pilgrimage is at an end. Oh dear! Stuck in the departures lounge, are you? Not fun, has to be said. What's this? Is this a... oh, it's just a little statue. I thought it might be a tombstone or something. It's a headless statue though, which is a bit, I don't know, creepy, morbid. Motherwort. Tell me this is useful for something. I think it is. I just can't remember what. It's not. Oh, I thought it was. Guess it's not. Jan Murgo's house. Okay, well that's not where we need to be, really. Marie Eugen's Always. Now this is more like it. Finally a shop. I can't remember the last time we friggin' saw a shop. Must have been back in Shaden Hall, I guess. That seems like forever ago, that does. Hello.
What do you want?
What can you tell me about the border checkpoint then? I moved here with my husband who set up my business before he died. The place is a bit lonely sometimes, but the pay is good. Or at least there was a lot before the Oblivion crisis hit, but I've got plenty of money. I can wait it out. And whenever I'm depressed, the guards are happy to give me some company. I see. What about the region? Jan Mergo could tell you a lot, or you could try reading one of his books. I have a few lying around here if you want to look through them. Might do that, actually. Apparently you do training in mercantile, who cares? Pardon me.
If you're all alone in the woods and you see a troll coming, you run. Problem solved. Next question?
Thanks, Captain
May I
Obvious.
interest you in some of my fine wares?
She has 500 gold to spare. I suppose that's a bit better. And she does have some food, which is useful, I suppose. But take all these goddamn arrows. I do not want.
That seems a...
Let's see. Well, I want to keep that. I don't need any of this shit.
You drive a hard...
Sorry, I'll try and get this done as quickly as possible. I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world, but I need to do it, really. Alvin Cuirass. Nope, that's staying. That's a staying. The Grand Ring of Retribution? No, it's probably worth more than 500, so I'll keep it for now. That can go.
That's more than I'd usually pay.
That can go.
That seems a fair price.
How do we not have a what's it called? A albumic yet? That's weird. I thought we had one. Never mind. Oh, I take the Daedroth teeth. I don't really think I need those. Oh, and all the spider silk as well. And the poison glands. I should really have haggled first, shouldn't I? But never mind. We'll do it now instead. Oh yeah, all these gems. Wow. Forgot about these.
And
take all this shit, definitely.
You've made... You gotta... You drive them.
And these coins.
Excellent bargain.
Keep the warlock skull for now. And this werewolf fur as well. Yeah, you can definitely have that. Yeah. Right, is there anything else? There's these frost salts, I suppose. The blood grass I'd definitely keep, because that's not exactly a common commodity, is it? Yeah, everything else can stay, I suppose. Now, all we need to do is find a smith, so we can repair Arsenin Iset.
Thank you. Come.
Or however the friggin' hell that's pronounced. Where are these books then she mentioned? She clearly doesn't mind just poking around. She already kind of mentioned the stuff. Real Baron's Eye, I know that's not it, is it? Nice house. I don't know if this is all modded as well, actually, these this house tile set. It looks cool though. Doesn't look like anything I remember from the original game. Anyway, manual of arms. Oh, she's coming upstairs with this. That makes it a little less awkward. Real Baron's I think she's lying. Lies and deceit. I see no books. Written by the guy, anyway. Alright, I'll be leaving now. Oh, what the? Oh. Well, it's watermelon slices, but you can't actually pick it up. It's part of the table, apparently. It's been nailed down. Right, let's just go. Okay. Kind of remind me a bit of some of the buildings from Morrowind, actually, like the ones in Pelagiad, especially with these doors. That's probably intentional. What else we got then? We've got Jervis's boarding rooms. Oh, so we've got somewhere to stay if we need to. Woodsman's house. Maybe there'll be someone here who can repair our stuff. I'm not sure though. Hello? Hello? It's a training mat, a bunch of armour. This kind of looks vaguely promising. Nope, nobody home. Bugger! Wow, lots of wine that we cannot pick up. Not that we would steal it, mind you, but still. Getting a bit desperate now. Need to get that dagger sorted out because we don't have a melee weapon other than that, really. Well, we have our sword, but we can't use it. Jervis Johnson.
Go ahead, please.
Ooh, hello. Okay. Border checkpoint. I run a boarding home here, a hotel for passers-by in reality, though I've got a couple of guests staying longer at the moment. They were travelling to Morrowind, but they've had to stop here for now until the Oblivion crisis is cleaned up. So I'm afraid there are no rooms in case you were interested, sorry. Oh, bollocks, really? Never mind. Moore's Heath. Was that the woman next door? No, it's not, it's someone else. Grumpy bastard, he's a pilgrim from Vardenfell, been liberated from the evils of Daedra worship. Because of the Oblivion crisis, though, he can't get through to the Imperial City to visit the temple there. So yeah, we are on the Morrowind side of things, aren't we? Poor guy, though I can't say I like him. I guess that's the grumpy chap outside. What about the region, then? Bloody wasteland, if you ask me. Too harsh for anything much to survive. Sometimes I think it's more than that, though. Every single great fortification or installation has crumbled here. They just don't last for some reason. I mean, everything crumbles to it eventually, but it seems to happen far too quickly here. Ever since the Ayleid city on that mountain was destroyed all that time ago. Anyway, never mind my ramblings. Just don't get yourself killed out there. I'll do my best not to. Oh, there's a little watchtower up there. Neat. Right, so there's not a lot else to do here, is there, really? And it's hardly... Well, there's nowhere to rest here anyway, is there? So, I don't know what I'm saying, really. So, I suppose... Can I set up... You know, I've forgotten now. How the bloody hell do you do it? How do you set a custom marker like that, don't you? Shift and click. Right, there we go. I suppose, might as well head off to Vol's Vulcans, I guess, since I can't find a frickin' smith anywhere around here. I've already been into the fort the last time I did this, and the recording buggered itself, so there's no one in there that can fix our shit, I'm afraid. In case anyone in the comments was like, why didn't you go in the fort? Well, because I've already been in there, basically. And I know that's probably breaking character a bit, maybe? I don't know. Is it? Isn't it? I'm not sure, but anyway. I can't be bothered, guys. I've done this twice already. Anyway, Narcissus Stormhold. Oh, man. Part of me so wants to head off in that direction just to see if they've actually put them in the game, but I know for a fact they haven't. Come on, the map doesn't even scroll any further that way. So, this way. South. Dead south. Or thereabouts. We need to be going. Ta-ra, everyone. Off into the wilderness we go once again. Let's also use a healing spell, because every excuse we get to use a healing spell is a good one. Can we climb up this bit here, I wonder? This kind of weird rock slide thing. Oh, hello. There's some gobbos down there. You know what? I'm probably just going to leave them alone. We're not really... We're getting to the point right now where I can't really go looking for fights if I can help it, because, you know, our equipment's in a bit of a bad shape, and, you know, we're almost out of Welkin stones. We really can't afford to go picking random fights with people, so let's just keep going this way, or this way, as the case would actually be. Ugh, come on. Awkward terrain. Also, I hate the spacebar on this keyboard. It's not only really loud, but it's also incredibly unresponsive, as you can probably tell just there. This is actually an awful keyboard, it really is, but it's the only one I've got spare, so until I get a new one, I'm stuck with it, I'm afraid. Along with all the annoying sounds, which you can probably hear through my microphone, because it's also a very loud keyboard, in addition to being just generally rubbish. Right, I think we're safe now. I'm not sure why I was still sneaking there. Drop another quick save. I can never do that too often. Well, actually, I suppose you probably could, because you could quick save yourself into a corner in a fight or something, but still. Generally speaking, you get what I mean. Okay. God, this is dense forest, isn't it? Good thing I've got the old GPS compass, I suppose, isn't it? Never mind. I don't really care. I know in RP terms it would make far more sense for me to just get lost in the woods for ages, because that's what Idris would probably do, since he's not especially trained in orienteering and such, but, well, there are limits, guys, there really are. If you really want to watch me get lost in the woods for 6 videos, because that would be the in-character thing to do, good for you, but I'm not doing it because it wouldn't be fun. Quite honestly. And now then, we must be on top of some sort of mountain by now. What the? Well, we found Vold's Vulcans by the looks of things. What the devil? This is... I guess this is the volcano itself. Wow. Oh, holy shit. It's not full down there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Steady down. Crikey, look at that. That's pretty neat. Cast it into the fire! You still door! No, I'm tempted to throw one of these rings into it, but we sold all the useless ones. I don't know, actually. Let's have a look. What have we got? We have a brass ring. Brilliant. A gold ring would be more accurate, but it'll do. There we go. Woo! Okay. That didn't happen, by the way, just now. Or maybe it did happen. I guess Idris could have dropped something in there just to see how damn hot it actually is. But still, I couldn't resist that. Neat. Reminds me of Red Mountain, naturally.